This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Missouri State's offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this.
He's loose at the 30, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Bears!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And now to guide the attack, it's Noah Kiss. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. They'll go right back to him, and they're able to make the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here comes the Bear offense. A Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple points.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Right on the money. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand-new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Oh, he makes the catch.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mack. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Scanning the field is Kim. That pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He makes a catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. To the air, it's Kim. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unleashes it on the run. Working the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. In the red area, it's Bennett. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone infraction. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Second down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick release on the RPO. Hard running there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just a really great individual effort. Obviously, on third down, they didn't throw to the sticks, but they've got confidence in these guys that once they have the ball, they can make people miss. It's a really good job individually to go keep the offense on the field.
And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Bennett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Kim. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGee. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give on the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Kim. Here's the pressure. Throws to the back. Grabs it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Eagles will go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety.
I have no idea what the receiver's thinking on that. You make the catch, you got to get north, you got to go down right away. You cannot run backwards into your own end zone. Heads up play by the safety. He just tracked him down and is like, bro, you're going to run backwards. Great, you just made my job easier. And they get the 2 points.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Just needs a crack to get a return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Puts it out of the air. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. He's on the move. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mack. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on 3rd and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read and decision for him to go get the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's James. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Eagles. Into the end zone for 6. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Green. Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Sets up the screen. Fights off a defender. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got a man. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. He got it back corner of the end zone. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Isaac. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Looking downfield, it's Kim. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And man, how awesome is that from the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's reeled in. It's Miller. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Snags it quickly on the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Kim. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Punt is in the air. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking for a man. It's Kim. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Nice grab in traffic. Crosses the 30. Caught, and he's got room. The 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bears! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Man, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it on the line. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. To the air, it's Locklear. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
From the gun, the running back has it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Got a man. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It'll be third and long. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Here's a little. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bears. Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run.
Number 36, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pulls it in. It's Mack. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. There's a continues to fight for yards. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Back to pass, it's Kim. Finds his type. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Power football with the run. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. To the air, it's Kim. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Mack. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Tackled there by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Kim. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Gets it into the end zone.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Green. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Rides to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think in the situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Catch in the middle. It's McGee. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Hauls it in. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion and keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a... Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you've got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. And the QB has more than had his way. Turning it on. Powers through. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Missouri State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got it up for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 21 on the play. Good enough for a first down. The kicker on for the extra point. The kick is good. Number 97 on to punt it away. The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Tackle on the play. At the 26-yard line. Second down coming up. pass on third down, caught by the tight end. Picks up 7. And that's good enough for a first down. The first down pass complete to the wideout. Ruled out of bounds at the 45. And that's a first down for the offense. Brings up second down. Kicker on for the extra point. first down for the offense. Running back, the ball carry. Gain of 17 on the play. And a first down for the offense. Running back with the carry. He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Brings up second down. Fourth down pass, complete to the wideout. Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. Running back with the carry. He's brought down at the 34. Second down coming up. The kicker is on for the extra point. Kick is good. Number 36, set to advance on the football. Returner brings it out to the 22, and from Kansas State Wildcats will take over. First and 10. Carry ball. Loss of 2. Brings up third down. 36. Set to kick off. number 4 on the field goal. On second down, caught by the receiver. Gain of 13. First down for the offense. The first down pass complete to the wideout. Timeout, Delaware. The second down pass, complete on the out route. He's brought down near the 89-yard line. And a first down for the offense. Timeout, Delaware. Number 36 on the field goal. second down pass was completed by Chicago.